my dear Virgo. This is a love reading that will predict who is coming towards you with hopefully new chances of love and relationships. It is a prediction for Aquarius season, January 20 to February 18, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And this will be a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising sign, and Venus, Vedic or tropical. And it's going to be about who is coming towards you in Aquarius season with complications or love, whatever is on the divine agenda for your spiritual growth. It is a good idea to watch now as a forecast, but also watch again when you are smack in the middle of Aquarius season, so you can stay focused and remember the devices. So I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the Golden Tarot with cat black. And when I open your deck here, I see the moon together with the world. Okay, you're really encountering some big, profound pieces of your past in your now. It might be past life karma, or it's something really important where you have the chance to heal this here and now, but it needs to be brought up first and to be seen. And come so you can come full circle from having the trauma, getting the trauma, and then healing the trauma and getting closure, and it becomes the full knowledge. First having the experience and going through everything that was tied to that, and maybe again and again and again and again, and now have gotten the full lesson of a particular part of this karma, or maybe the full karma, and being able to put it to rest. And okay, so now I learned my lesson. Okay, so I call the divine with love and light, and here we have the Six of Swords with the moon. So Six of Swords, it's you getting over the unfruitful past with healthy steps that you take, particularly in relationships, and this is connected to the Lover's card. And you're getting a lot of wisdom. You have gained all this wisdom here, and you're rowing this boat, this relationship, a little boat, over the emotions. So you're not, drowning in your emotions, which we can feel that we are doing with the moon. We're actually getting the hang of it. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. Yes, Ace of Swords, getting the hang of it. You have starting to see something. It just can be just small things, like suddenly you see that you have repeated a pattern that came because let's say your mother didn't love you properly, and now you have seen it, and you don't have to do it anymore. You have even stopped doing it because you have worked on this maybe for years without really knowing, and you have practiced, and now you realize it's like the snake biting its own tail. So getting the epiphany and getting the closure. But it's probably things left, stuff you still need to do, but you're on a very healthy journey here. And I call the six elements, and we have the Page of Coins and the Moon. So this is going to be pages eventually in your book of wisdom. This is what you learn here in the Moon. It's our soul is almost like almost like a video recorder. So your whole life, your past life, your whole existence, it has recorded everything that happens, like in every little detail. So everything is stored like in your Akashic records here. And you don't remember this because you come here as, I'm just born here, I don't know who I am. And you have started to remember it. And sometimes we remember it only as, for example, a phobia. I'm super scared of birds, or I can't go into an elevator, or I'm sure this boy or this girl here is going to break my heart. I'm just sure, I don't know why. And the why is because you have experienced it before in this your whole like total experience. But eventually, why you have this experience that sometimes very like horrific and can seem even cruel, it's because we are explorers here to try to, we are investigating ourselves, we are finding out about ourselves, and as soon as there's something that you are fearful of, this is the thing that you are going to explore until you're not fearful of it anymore, and then you have gotten the world card, you know, the complete knowledge, new pages to your book of wisdom when it comes to that particular fear. So 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Virgo viewers. So I want my dear Virgos to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path, the world card, towards your highest destiny, which you are doing right now. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm just going to tune in for a few seconds to you and whoever is coming towards you here in Aquarius season. Okay, so this is your future there, that pile, and this is your now, and we have the moon here. So you're starting to remember, and you might remember as, you know, waking up in the middle of the night with a nightmare, panicky and sweaty, and that might be how you remember. Or you just get triggered by something someone says in a relationship. You might get really super jealous or possessive, or you might start to cry and you don't know why. And things like this. And in the future with Ace of Swords, so you're still in this process of getting this epiphany, and it will come soon, okay, a real great epiphany. But Ace of Swords is blood, sweat and tears, victory at last. So it's not an easy process, but it's about, let's say, you have lived many lifetimes on earth and you have died many times, and when you die, you go to a place that's full of love, like in another dimension. You go to a place that's full of love, and you forget about dying. But sometimes we die in very traumatic ways. So when you are born again, you are born with the yoke of this death, okay, the trauma of how you died. And let's say you have lived 10,000 lives here on Earth, and a couple of million on other planets and in stars and being galaxies and whatever you have been. And in these 10,000 lives you have lived on Earth, maybe you had like half of them was traumatic deaths, or let's say 10% of them was traumatic deaths. Then you will have 100 deaths that you might not have been digesting fully. Probably in other lives you have been digesting a few. So let's say that it's just 10 lives, traumatic lives, like deaths, that past lives that ended in traumatic death, and you are carrying them with you. So it means that you are very traumatized and you don't even know it. And it's just when you are alive here on Earth again that you can digest it. You can, get closer to the thing that you fear, see that, okay, it wasn't that bad, and my soul is eternal anyway, and you come to different conclusion, and that eventually becomes pages in your book of wisdom. So you see, then you will know, for example, you will know that it's dangerous to don't ride motorcycle without helmet, for example. You can feel it in your core because you have done it. You have done something reckless like this, and you have had the consequences of it. So you can feel it in your bones. That is complete knowledge, okay? So it doesn't mean that we should be a control freak. It just means that we know certain things without really having any experience of it, because we have done it before. Okay, so this is your now, and we have the 5 of Wands. So you might have quarrels, for example, with relatives, friends, lovers, things like this. And why you have these quarrels probably has to do with things that comes up from your past life and from their past lives as well, because you're not alone in this. So let's say you get super possessive and jealous because this person that you have in front of you were cheating towards you in a past life. And they don't have a clue, and they just think you're crazy. So of course you're going to have an argument. Okay. And then we have the Six of Cups. So this is an argument which you were able to solve or are going to be able to solve in your now. And you're going to get healthy results out of this. So it's very crucial that in these kind of arguments that we stay cool and we don't get ahead of ourselves and feel too victimized, or we don't feel that the other person is an evil person. We just stay very in tune with what it is that the other person is saying and listening to them, and also what we wants to say about this. While the other person is talking, if you need to take notes, do so, but don't interrupt, and try to be very gracious about this, because this argument here can become a really healing moment where you actually understand each other and are able to solve a lot of things and maybe lay a certain karma to rest. Yeah, Six of Coins. So it's healthy arguments, situations that can feel very dangerous when we are in them, but in the end it will come with understanding and forgiveness, and being able to see another person's perspective and they being able to see your perspective. And here we have the Queen of Coins. So Queen of Coins, I feel that this is about being loyal towards your own body, because your own body remembers everything. Okay, you are mostly water, and water stores memories. So this is earth, and it's your body, it's your manifested body, and it remembers everything. So even if your mind have forgotten, your body remembers. So be very respectful towards your body, whatever it feels. And Five of Coins. So we can see that you haven't been fully respectful towards your body. You have been trying to sit above your body a little bit and saying, don't feel like that, or don't cry now, or don't start to yell about this. And it's fine, because we don't want to act like a lunatic in the world or make people feel uncomfortable. But it's very important that you acknowledge what it is that you're feeling. I'm feeling super angry right now. And instead of going on that party that you were supposed to go home instead, and stay with your body, stay with what it is that it remembers, instead of shooting yourself in the foot, saying, I'm like this crazy angry person, I shouldn't be let out on the street, or whatever it is that's coming here. You might be dealing with such a person as well, that has this very dramatic feeling inside of them. First they have this dramatic anger, and then the dramatic self-loathing, and all these dramatic feelings. And it comes from usually maybe a trauma from their younger years or childhood years or past lives. And it blooms up here in this moment, and the person kind of hates themselves for it and think that it makes them less worth loving. You want to be perfect. You don't want your body to stay quiet so that you can be the perfect person in the world. But you feel certain things, and it might be super unfair towards the people that's in your surrounding. So take responsibility for it. Say, I feel very possessive and jealous, or I feel super angry with you right now, and I don't have an explanation. So I'm not going to accuse you for doing anything. It's just, I'm feeling like this now, and I'm going to take it seriously, because it's something inside of me that needs attention. From another point of view, it might be a situation where you have been trying to be the best you could be, and still you're kind of on the outside. So this might be your karma, the 5-5 here, that even if you say, I'm sorry, and you try to see the other person's point of view, you still feel like you were never really seen. And that's what your body is kind of telling you at this point. So this is your future. And we have a Knight of Cups comes from the Five of Wands. So even if you didn't get the forgiveness or understanding at that time, I think this person understood you perfectly anyway, okay? The Knight of Cups can be a little bit immature when it comes to emotions, and when they are in a battle or a conflict, they will have emotions rising up inside of them, and they might feel like they want to win, and it's necessary not to have the truth out in this argument, rather to win it. And but in the depths of them, I think they know what you were talking about, or they understood you, not fully, but enough to feel empathy and kind of give you right inside their own mind. So some people can't say that they're sorry, or they can't act with grace because they are too immature, but they can feel the grace inside because they still have a soul. So forgiveness is what I'm seeing here, but the Five of Wands there above this Knight of Cups makes it a little bit this immature, that the person wants to win. And we have the Sun here. So the Sun comes with two things in this equation, and it's the person is seeing things clearly, okay, very, very, very clearly. But it's also a child that kind of wants the sun to revolve around them. So you might be dealing with a little bit immature person. Your body is much more wiser. It knows a lot of things, okay? It also knows when this person is being immature and just try to win. And it makes you probably feel very frustrated and unloved. But it has nothing to do with you, rather this person's maturity level. But they are growing. This beautiful Sun here, the Six of Cups. They love you and they are growing. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So it might be that you will get it, like at least they will show it with their emotions. I don't see a speaking card here, but this is surely a person that are totally on your side, really. Even if they might be acting, or they were acting like they weren't, they very much love you and wants the best for you, even if they might be too immature to have the capacity to give you this. And here we have a death. I talked about this 10 deaths that you are carrying in this lifetime. I'm going to see where it goes with this. Hangman. So 13 and 12. I think this person has trauma from your past life dying as well. So you might have left them by dying, and that hurt this person, and now they don't fully trust you. That's what I'm getting from this, that there's a person here that also they start to remember, but they know that they are being unfair to you, and they are not acting nice towards you, and it's because they have this fear, maybe that you will disappear, or that you will be lost on them. So they want to act a little bit tough and like indestructible, as they can take whatever, pain. It doesn't really bother them, and you might take that as they don't love you enough, and they don't care for what you have been trying to portray, or how you have been trying to make things better. So I'm seeing two people being traumatized here and having shared memories, and they are unfairly blaming you for dying. So it's not probably something you couldn't really help. And there's the little problem, or the hiccup. So in this relationship, it's because both your bodies are remembering something from the past that your mind doesn't remember. And this is what screws up this whole relationship. It's not that screwed up, but it might be giving the involved people certain feelings of not being totally loved, or secure, or safe, or that the person in front, that you can trust the person that's there. And it's not for something that has happened so much in this life as it has happened in a past life. So the advice is to work on your vibe. So when you take your side, your body side, it remembers. When you take its side in things, you are like the ambulance that comes and take care of whatever issue the body is carrying around with for you. Because it's of Earth, so it has the Earth memories. And if you do this very graciously, and take really good care of yourself, and both honoring your inner child and your body, you will be able to raise your vibration past this karma. Okay, so that's a good thing, and that will also make you feel, if you understand things on another level, you will take things less personally and be less touchy-feely about what another person does, and that will also raise your vibe. Okay, see if we have some other cards here. A lover, not a fighter. Yes, but it's very hard if you're together with someone that's always fights with you. You try to fix the situation and they fight with you. They know you're right, but they blame you for something you couldn't help. So it's hard, but yeah, try to be, if the other person is very dramatic, try to be very undramatic, and don't really engage super much in the quarrels. Really listen to what the person say, though. You don't have to come with smart comebacks. You can more say, okay, so it seems like this situation is really upsetting you. Is it something I can do to help? So that's very non-reactive and helpful. There is a block. We can see it clearly, and it definitely has to do with you dying. Maybe this person has been your child in a past life and you died from them. That might explain why they have such, like they are blaming you for it. Is what I'm seeing here with how you are being treated by this person. I'm not seeing it inside of them, but I'm seeing it with how you're being treated. It might also have been someone that, like a grown-up person that loved you a great deal and you died. But in that case, they had a very childish reaction to that because maybe you were everything for them, or you helped them a little bit too much with things, or were their whole entire world. So that they felt like you should have stayed there and be in their world forever. Who are you taking for granted? Well, I don't know. I think this person has been taking you for granted because they didn't acknowledge that they thought you were right all along here. They didn't acknowledge that, so I think they took you for granted. And they maybe still does. We have the Ace of Swords here. That's the communication card, and the Ace of Cups. So they might stop taking you for granted and tell you certain things, but I think this makes very little sense for the other person. They don't know why they are so angry with you, or why they are so upset with you. And we have here, you will meet by chance. So it might be that you're separated from this person at this point, and you will meet again by chance, but not right now, because there's this block here. And if there's a new person, totally new person maybe coming in here with the Ace of Cups, you see what's going on. Masculine vs feminine, they might not be ready yet. No. Hangman, and masculine vs feminine. We see the masculine in this being depicted as a little bit younger than the feminine, and I think that's the problem. You probably don't accuse them for not saving you from dying, while they accuse you from dying or disappearing. It might have a certain explanation, but a lot of it is because of immaturity, and this immaturity will be dealt with here, with the person acknowledging what they can't control, and maybe telling you that I have been super pissed at you all this time because it feels like you have left me, and I know you have never left me. You have always tried to be there for me. I left you a lot of times. I deserted you. I abandoned you, but you never left, and still I'm pissed off because you leaving. So what's up with that? Okay, so they might acknowledge their own kind of craziness, because for some people that's very hard to do if they don't have logic reasons for it, and that's why they just continue. They go with the feeling, but even if they have no tangible evidence for this being true, so they acknowledge the feeling, but they refuse to acknowledge it with words, because they know that it doesn't have any, they can't back it up. So, and that's how the craziness can continue. It's better if a person acknowledge both what they feel and that it's not logic. So that is saying, I feel like this. I know it's not anything you have done to deserve it, but this is how I feel inside. So it's my insecurities. If we own our problems, it's much easier to do something about them. If we don't own our problems, we will never get free from them. So if you want to meet someone new, even if this person is not ready yet, you will need to keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, and you will meet by chance. So this is what I'm seeing. And then we have worth waiting for. And I'm thinking it's this with the masculine energy can be in a female as well. For example, let's say that a female is acting like a child, like you should be everything there for her, but she don't have to give you anything. So then she carries this little bit masculine, immature energy that we see in this reading. And it says that it can be worth waiting for this person to go through this and accept that you died and it was nothing you could do about it. No point in being angry with you. And but then we have this issue of codependency. If you try to get love out of someone that doesn't have the capacity to give love, you are codependent. And we don't want that for you. So I'm seeing this new love for you here, but it might not be as you might not be as attractive towards that person as you are towards this little bit more problematic relationship, because we have this keep an open mind. So it might be someone that can give you a really happy life, but it won't be sparkles and flames and I don't know, fireworks. It will be more. It will be more like something the divine sends you because you need a break and you have asked for a better life, so you are giving the opportunity to have it. But I'm unsure if you will take it, because I'm thinking you're a little bit stuck here with, yeah, this person is worth waiting for, even if it will take another 10,000 years. And I'm so codependent. I realize this, but I can't just help myself. So these are the two options that I see, and neither might be that like super attractive for you, but it's what it is. And the best thing you can do for now is to work on your own healing. You can't really, fix someone else, but you can fix yourself, and this will spread like rings on water. So if you fix this karma, it might help this person to get over it as well, simultaneously, just because you fix it inside of you. So, my dear Virgo, thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. And if you like my content and want to see more videos like this on how to heal yourself and make yourself ready for that true romantic partner of yours, or if you just want to work on spiritual growth, remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification to get a heads up when a new video is ready and waiting for you. And if you are a subscriber, you can become a member to my channel and get access to premium content videos. As a supportive member, you will get Q&As where I answer your question. As an extended member, you will get videos just like this, but you will get them ahead of time and with no ads. You can also become a full member, and then you will also get, on top of the other things, mediumship training videos. Welcome to check this out through the link in the description box or through the join button. For my regular viewers, not much will change, except you will get more videos from me than you did before. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I'm truly grateful for my wonderful, loving and supporting viewers. And until next time, take really good care and stay blessed. Bye-bye.